Hi, it's Adam from TheEndStep.com. I'm just getting over a cold. Uh, so James is blaming me for that, but whatever. Today I'm playing the Blue-White-Red Flash deck. That's pretty popular right now. Jerry Thompson really is one of the big proponents of this deck, along with Joel Larson from the Pro Tour. So this is basically a slightly updated list. It's kind of a control deck, kind of an aggro deck. It can kind of switch roles depending on the draw and depending on what you need. It does have the Charm combo with Boros Reckoner after sideboard, but not main deck. The combo being Azorius Charm and Boros Charm, for those who don't know. You can gain infinite life with Boros Reckoner. So the core of the deck is really Augur Bolus, Snapcaster Mage, and Restoration Angel. And Boros Reckoner is just like the new best 3-drop in the deck, because Geist of St. Draft just is not a card right now against many of the aggro decks, just because they have a ton of creatures. You're just never going to get through with it. You're just going to die every time. So he's still in the 75, but now he's been relegated to the sideboard. The burn package is essentially right here. Stirring Spear is a Charm and a Harvest Pyre, which the combos with the Boros Reckoner as a big end-game finisher. Also, you can Snapcaster it, which is nice. You still have the 4 Azorius Charm as the best removal, best tempo card, and then also just a cantrip if you need it. It's only 3 counter spells in the main deck. Soft counters are Is a Charm and 1 Counterflux. And there is 1 Essence Scatter for another hard counter, but it's just narrow in terms of creature decks, which are most of the metagame right now is very creature heavy, so it's a good card for that. And then the big sweeper and bigger removal spell is Mizium Mortars, because it deals with almost every creature in standard, except for the like reanimated kind of things like Angel of Glory's Rise, Grizzlebrand, stuff like that. But you hopefully can counter those guys or have won by them that time. And then you have the late game is essentially Sphinx's Revelation, which is essentially every blue deck plays that card. So this is kind of a different deck for me. I don't usually play blue, so we're going to see how it goes. The mana base is pretty much all 4s of all your lands, except for 2 Sacred Foundries, just to have 2 less shock lands. And then there's 4 basics. 25 land total, and that is pretty much it. It's pretty much a Snapcaster deck that we've been seeing for a while, just kind of the newer version of it. So we do have some interesting conversion plans for the sideboard, though, so we'll pause and come back to show you that. Change it up. All right, we're back here with the Blue-White-Red Flash deck sideboard. So you can see now the Geists are in the sideboard, which those come in against any deck that doesn't have a bunch of 2/2s. So any of the control decks like Esper and the Mirror Match comes in. It's just much better than Boros Reckoner in that regard, because you're not fighting through slogs of creatures. So that becomes the main center. So Reckoners usually come out and guys take its spot. The control kind of conversion is the 1 Planar Cleansing and 2 Supreme Verdicts. And then that's generally for any of the creature decks, especially like the Naya decks, Jund, stuff like that, all the aggro matchups. The additional Essence Scatter joins that package. Against control decks, you also want Boros Charm to protect your team, and then it does have the combo potential if you so choose. Then you have Psychic Spiral against Esper, just as the big end-game card that you can Snapcaster back if they mill it, and then get them with their own plan. Tormod's Crypt is cheaper and one of the better answers for all the reanimation decks. Human Reanimator is the most popular right now, but it still hoses any of the other ones if they pop up. And Dispel is your just catch-all against any deck that has a ton of instants. So the Mirror Match is very good, and any other deck with Sphinx's Revelation is just the best answer you can possibly have, and also very Snapcaster friendly. That's about it. Thank you.